The year was 1966, and while the world was embracing muscle cars and traditional sports vehicles, a British manufacturer was quietly revolutionizing the future of automotive technology. The Jensen FF emerged from the workshops of Jensen Motors, introducing technologies that would take decades to become commonplace in everyday vehicles. The letters FF stood for Ferguson Formula, named after the groundbreaking all-wheel drive system developed by Ferguson Research Limited. This wasn't just another sports car, it was a glimpse into the future of automotive engineering. The heart of the Jensen FF was its remarkable 6.3-liter Chrysler V8 engine, specifically the Chrysler 383. This powerful American engine delivered 325 horsepower, pushing the Grand Tourer from a standstill to 60 miles per hour in 8.4 seconds. The engine worked in harmony with a TorqueFlite 3-speed automatic transmission, allowing the FF to reach impressive speeds of up to 130 miles per hour on open roads. But the real revolution lay in its drivetrain. The Ferguson Formula all-wheel drive system distributed power between all four wheels, a feature that was unheard of in non-all-terrain vehicles of the time. This innovation transformed the way the car handled in challenging conditions, providing stability and control that other sports cars could only dream of. The Jensen FF also introduced another groundbreaking feature, the Dunlop Maxarette anti-lock braking system. While modern drivers take ABS for granted, in 1966 this technology was revolutionary. Previously only seen in aircraft and racing cars, the Maxarette system prevented wheel lockup during hard braking, making the FF safer and more controllable in emergency situations. The car's design was a collaboration with Italian design house Carrozzeria Touring Superleggera. They created a sleek body that shared many similarities with its sibling, the Jensen Interceptor. However, the FF was distinctively longer by 5 inches to accommodate its advanced all-wheel drive system. Car enthusiasts could distinguish the FF from the Interceptor by its twin air vents on the front fenders, compared to the Interceptor's single vents. Inside the cabin, the Jensen FF offered luxury that matched its technological prowess. The interior featured rich leather upholstery and a wood veneer dashboard that spoke to British craftsmanship. Standard features included front seat belts, a tachometer, and map pockets, all considered luxurious appointments for the era. The suspension system combined independent front suspension with coil springs and a live rear axle using semi-elliptic leaf springs, delivering both comfort and handling precision. However, the Jensen FF's story wasn't without its challenges. The complex engineering that made it special also made it expensive to produce and maintain. The price tag was approximately 30% higher than the Jensen Interceptor, placing it in competition with more prestigious luxury Grand Tourers. The all-wheel drive system's layout created another significant limitation. It could only be produced in right-handed drive configuration. The transfer case and propeller shafts occupied the left side of the cabin, making left-hand drive versions impossible. This restricted sales in many major markets, including the United States. The Dunlop Maxarette ABS system, while innovative, had its own issues. Cold weather could affect its reliability, causing concerns among owners. These technical challenges, combined with the specialized maintenance requirements, made ownership a complex proposition. Between 1966 and 1971, only 320 Jensen FFs were produced at the company's West Bromwich factory in England. Despite its short production run, the Jensen FF's influence on automotive development cannot be understated. It demonstrated that all-wheel drive could enhance performance cars, not just off-road vehicles. The integration of ABS technology paved the way for its widespread adoption in modern vehicles. Every time we drive a car with all-wheel drive or rely on ABS in an emergency stop, we're experiencing the legacy of the Jensen FF's innovation. Today, the Jensen FF holds a special place in automotive history. Its limited production numbers and technological significance make it highly sought after by collectors and enthusiasts. Each surviving FF represents a crucial milestone in automotive development, a time when a small British manufacturer dared to challenge conventional wisdom and push the boundaries of what was possible in a road car. In the wake of World War II, European automakers worked tirelessly to rebuild their industries and create vehicles that would capture the imagination of a new generation. Among these ambitious ventures was a lesser-known but fascinating project, the Monaca 560, a French luxury car that emerged in the early 1970s. The story begins with Jean Testevin, a French industrialist who saw an opportunity in the market. When the prestigious French automaker Facel Vega closed its doors in 1964, it left a void in France's luxury car segment. Testevin, who led the Compagnie Française de Produits Métallurgiques, CFPM, decided to fill this gap with his own creation. In 1966, he began what would become known as the Monaca Project, naming it after his beloved wife, Monique. The development of the Monaca was a truly international effort. Testevin knew that creating a luxury car required expertise from across the automotive world. He turned to British engineer and racing driver Chris Lawrence, whose experience with Morgan sports cars made him the perfect candidate to design the car's foundation. Lawrence created a tubular steel backbone chassis that balanced strength with weight, incorporating a central tunnel for the driveshaft that helped keep the center of gravity low. The suspension system was equally innovative. Lawrence chose a Dédion rear axle, a sophisticated setup that combined the best aspects of independent suspension with the stability of a solid axle. At the front, tall uprights with inboard coil-over-damper units connected to rocker-style upper arms, giving the car precise handling and a smooth ride. The power-assisted rack and pinion steering ensured the driver remained in complete control. But the path to perfection wasn't smooth. The initial engine choice, a 3.0-liter V8 designed by British engineer Ted Martin, proved problematic. While it produced an impressive 270 horsepower, the engine lacked the low-end torque needed for a luxury sedan and suffered from reliability issues. This setback forced the team to look elsewhere for power. The exterior design of the Monaca went through several iterations before reaching its final form. The first prototype's body design was rejected outright. The second attempt, while more angular, still didn't meet the high standards Testevin had set. It was Romanian designer Tudor Tony Răscanu, who had worked with the Italian coach builder Vignale, who finally created a design worthy of the Monaca name. His sleek, aerodynamic body featured hidden headlamps and flowing lines that gave the car a distinctly modern appearance. David Coward, formerly of British coach builder James Young, then refined these designs further, perfecting the car's proportions and details. Inside the Monaca, luxury reigned supreme. The interior featured the finest materials available: Connolly leather upholstery in sophisticated colors like marine, Havana, and champagne, paired with plush Shetland wool carpeting. The dashboard, a masterpiece of burl elm wood and suede, housed custom Jaeger instruments that provided all the information a driver could need. Modern conveniences included electric windows, a high-fidelity sound system with an integrated tape recorder and player, and an advanced air conditioning system with separate controls for rear passengers. By 1973, the Monaca 560 was ready for production at Testevin's factory in Balbigny, France. The facility, which had previously focused on railway equipment, was transformed to handle automobile production. The final product was powered by a 5.6-liter Chrysler LA Series V8 engine, chosen for its proven reliability and strong performance. This power plant produced 285 horsepower at 5,400 revolutions per minute and 333 pound-feet of torque at 4,000 revolutions per minute. The engine wasn't left stock. It received several modifications to enhance its performance. These included a Racer Brown Stage 3 road camshaft with hydraulic lifters, an Edelbrock Torker intake manifold, and a 4-barrel Holley R69-09750 CFM carburetor. With a compression ratio of 10.5 to 1, the engine provided smooth, effortless power that suited the car's luxury character. Buyers could choose between two transmission options, a 3-speed Chrysler TorqueFlite automatic for those who preferred a more relaxed driving experience, or a 5-speed manual gearbox from ZF for those who wanted more involvement in their driving. Every detail was considered, right down to the electrically operated doors that opened and closed silently at the touch of a button. Even the trunk was specially designed to house a complete set of custom luggage. The Monaco 560 represented a bold attempt to revive France's presence in the luxury car market. It combined French elegance with British engineering expertise and American power, creating a unique vehicle that stood apart from its competitors. While it may not have achieved the commercial success its creators hoped for, the Monaco 560 remains a testament to the ambition and creativity of Jean Tasteven and his international team of automotive experts. In the quiet suburbs of Basel, Switzerland, a story of automotive ambition began in the 1960s. The tale centers around Peter Monteverdi, born on June 7, 1934, in Binningen, who would transform his father's humble garage into a legend of European sports car manufacturing. This is the story of the Monteverdi high-speed 375S, a car that married Swiss precision with American muscle. Peter's journey into the automotive world started in his father, Rosolino Monteverdi's garage and truck repair business. As a young man, Peter wasn't content with just fixing vehicles. He pursued his education as an automotive mechanic, training at Vevey, a tractor manufacturer, and later at Saurer in Arbon, Switzerland. These early experiences laid the foundation for his future endeavors. 1956 marked a turning point in Peter's life. At just 22 years old, following his father's death, he inherited the family business. But Peter had bigger dreams. He transformed the modest garage into a dealership for luxury automobiles. His business acumen showed early when, in 1957, he became the youngest Ferrari importer in history. Soon, his showroom displayed prestigious brands like BMW, Lancia, Bentley, and Jensen. But Peter Monteverdi wasn't just a businessman. He was a racer at heart. Between 1956 and 1961, he competed in about 80 races across Europe. From the twisting curves of hill climbs to the grueling Nürburgring 1,000 kilometers, Monteverdi proved his skill behind the wheel of various machines: Ferraris, Renault Gordinis, a Lotus Formula 2, and even a Mercedes-Benz 300 SLR. In 1961, Monteverdi achieved something extraordinary. He built Switzerland's first Formula One car, the MBM, short for Monteverdi Basel Motoren. However, his Formula One dream was short-lived. After retiring from the Solitude Grand Prix following just 2 laps and surviving a serious crash at the Hockenheimring, Monteverdi decided to hang up his racing gloves. But sometimes, endings lead to greater beginnings. A dispute with Ferrari in 1963 over payment terms sparked something in Monteverdi. Instead of simply selling other people's cars, why not create his own? This thought led to the birth of the Monteverdi high-speed 375S, unveiled at the 1967 Frankfurt Motor Show. The 375S wasn't just another sports car, it was a statement. Monteverdi collaborated with Pietro Frua, the renowned Italian designer known for his work with Maserati and AC. The result was a masterpiece that shared design DNA with the Maserati Mistral and AC 428, yet maintained its own unique identity. The foundation of the 375S was a box frame made from square steel tubes, manufactured by Stahlbau AG in Meuthen, Switzerland. British engineering excellence contributed significantly. The front suspension came from Alford and Alder, while Salisbury provided the rear axles. Girling brakes ensured stopping power, and a ZF steering system gave the car precise handling. The dimensions of the 375S spoke of its presence: 4.6 meters in length, 1.79 meters wide, and standing 1.27 meters tall. Its steel frame and aluminum body combined strength with lightness. The interior reflected Swiss attention to detail, featuring premium materials and a driver-focused dashboard layout. Under the long hood lurked American muscle, a 7.2-liter Chrysler V8 engine, the 440 Magnum. This power plant delivered 375 horsepower at 4,600 revolutions per minute and an impressive 652 newton-meters of torque at 3,200 revolutions per minute. Paired with a 3-speed automatic transmission, the 375S could sprint from standstill to 60 miles per hour in about 6 seconds, with a top speed of about 161 miles per hour, remarkable figures for the late 1960s. Initially, production involved a complex dance between Switzerland and Italy. The chassis and mechanical components came together in Switzerland, then traveled to Frua's workshop in Italy for bodywork and interior fitting before returning to Switzerland for final assembly. This process, while ensuring quality, limited production to roughly 12 cars in the first 6 months. In 1968, seeking to increase production, Monteverdi partnered with Carrozzeria Fisore, another Italian coach builder. Fisore's interpretation of the 375S featured more angular lines, while maintaining the car's elegant proportions. This collaboration also led to new variants, including the 375L, a 2+2 coupe built on a longer wheelbase for those wanting to share the Monteverdi experience with rear passengers. The Monteverdi high-speed 375S represents more than just a car. It embodies the spirit of European automotive craftsmanship. It shows how one man's vision, combined with Swiss precision, Italian design, British engineering, and American power, created something truly unique. While it may not have achieved the fame of its Italian or German contemporaries, the 375S stands as a testament to Peter Monteverdi's dream of creating Switzerland's own high-performance luxury car. In the bustling city of Bologna, Italy, a remarkable story of automotive passion and innovation unfolded in 1947. Three brothers, Ernesto, Ettore, and Bindo Maserati, embarked on a new journey after leaving their original company, Maserati. They founded OSCA, which stands for Officine Specializzate Costruzione Automobili, marking the beginning of a venture that would create some of the most intriguing sports cars of the post-war era. The story of the OSCA 1600 GT2 begins in 1960, during a time when Italy was experiencing a renaissance in automotive design and engineering. The Maserati brothers, carrying their wealth of experience from their previous endeavors, set out to create a car that would bridge the gap between pure racing machines and comfortable grand tourers. The result was the 1600 GT2, a vehicle that embodied both the spirit of competition and the refinement of a road car. The foundation of the 1600 GT2 was built upon a tubular steel chassis, a choice that reflected the engineering wisdom of the era. This framework provided the perfect balance of strength and lightness, measuring 2,250 millimeters in wheelbase length. The overall dimensions of the car were carefully calculated: 3,861 millimeters in length, 1,473 millimeters in width, and a sleek height of 1,200 millimeters. These proportions created a compact yet practical two-seater coupe that could navigate both city streets and winding country roads with equal grace. What made the OSCA 1600 GT2 particularly special was its collaboration with Italy's finest coach builders. Zagato, a name synonymous with innovative automotive design, crafted the majority of the car's bodies. Their signature double-bubble roof design wasn't just a stylistic choice. It served a practical purpose by providing extra headroom while reducing aerodynamic drag. Other notable coach builders, including Fisore and Touring, also left their mark on the 1600 GT2, each bringing their unique interpretation of Italian automotive aesthetics. Under the hood, the OSCA 1600 GT2 housed a masterpiece of engineering, a 1.6-liter four-cylinder engine featuring twin overhead camshafts. This power plant was an evolution of OSCA's racing experience, combining a sturdy cast-iron block with a lightweight aluminum cylinder head. The engine's dimensions were precisely calculated, with an 80mm bore and a 78mm stroke, resulting in a displacement of 1,568 cubic centimeters. With a compression ratio of 9.25 to 1, this engine was capable of producing between 95 and 140 horsepower, depending on its specific configuration. The GT2 variant, equipped with twin Weber 38 DCOE carburetors, delivered approximately 105 horsepower at 6,000 revolutions per minute. This power output, combined with the car's lightweight construction of just 1,900 pounds, resulted in impressive performance figures. The OSCA could reach speeds of up to 121 miles per hour, making it a worthy competitor in the sports car segment of the early 1960s. Power delivery was managed through a 4-speed manual transmission, carefully engineered to provide precise gear changes and optimal power distribution. The final drive ratio of 4.30 to 1 struck a perfect balance between acceleration and top speed, while the engine's ability to safely rev to 6,500 revolutions per minute provided an engaging driving experience that satisfied both casual drivers and enthusiasts alike. The suspension system of the 1600 GT2 demonstrated the Maserati brothers' commitment to handling excellence. The front suspension utilized independent double wishbones, paired with coil springs and telescopic shock absorbers. The rear suspension varied between models, with some featuring a traditional live axle setup, while others were equipped with a more advanced independent double wishbone arrangement. This suspension architecture, combined with Girling hydraulic disc brakes on all four wheels and lightweight Amadori magnesium wheels, created a car that was both comfortable during regular driving and capable during spirited cornering. Between 1960 and 1963, approximately 128 units of the OSCA 1600 GT2 were produced. Each car represented a unique combination of engineering excellence and artistic design, with subtle variations in features and styling depending on the coach builder involved. This limited production run has made the 1600 GT2 a highly sought-after collector's car, representing a significant chapter in Italian automotive history. Today, the OSCA 1600 GT2 serves as a reminder of a golden age in automotive history, when small manufacturers could compete with larger companies through innovation and craftsmanship. The car represents more than just transportation. It embodies the spirit of post-war Italian automotive industry, where engineering prowess met artistic design in perfect harmony. The story of the OSCA 1600 GT2 continues to inspire automotive enthusiasts and collectors, proving that great achievements in automotive design and engineering can come from small, dedicated teams with a clear vision and unwavering commitment to excellence.